Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the arena. Just a quick episode today because, of course, I'm focusing on the Age of Empires content. But I've been doing this arena run for a while now. As you can see, I'm 11 wins, 2 losses. And for those of you who don't know, the maximum wins you can get in the arena is 12. So this would be my first ever 12 wins arena. I haven't done it yet. I'm about to play the final game, but I want to show you the deck. I got 4 legendaries. What the? I'm praying to RNGesus here. That guy, Nat Pagel. I got Gruul, Nosdormu, and Ysera. Now, Gruul and Nosdormu are fairly mediocre legendaries, but this deck was not kind to me, as you can see here in the late game section of the draft. I got a lot of 2s, 3s, and 4s, and they're all they were just the best picks of the draft. But I did not get any late game, and then suddenly all these legendaries show up at the end, and I'm just like, what the hell? You never get legendaries in Arena, and I got 4 of them! And I believe Trump, if for those of you who don't know, the guy who streams streams Hearthstone for a living, the most legendaries he's ever got in a draft is 2. Or it might be 3 now, since, I don't know, but I watched a video and he said, no, the most I ever got was 2, and I've got 4. What the hell? Anyway, let's jump into this one. The deck is fairly okay early game, and then in the end I was offered these like BS legendaries, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for the really super late game ones because my draft just needs late game stuff. It's just not performing well. And then, you know, stuff like Nosdormu, which is terrible, is actually, as a 9 mana 8/8 is not bad for somebody who didn't get anything. So this is my final game. It should therefore be the toughest.
You asked for it.
Alright, I'm aware that not everybody likes this game on my channel, but for those of you who do, I'm sure there's a few of you, but this is so crazy, I really wanted to make this quick video about it. Okay, we're going to dump these 2, and we'll keep the Water Elemental because it's such a strong 4-drop. The other 2 are, well, Fireball is a dish served top-decked, and Gruul is my late game. Unfortunately there I didn't get any earlier plays, nor there either. So we're looking to draw into a 2, and if we do, I've got a really nice mana curve. We hope he has nothing to play on turn 1. Okay, he's going to innovate, gain 2 mana crystals, and then he's probably going to play something huge. Raging Worgen is by no means... I don't know if I agree with that play, because if I did have a 2-drop, I could deal with that. As it stands, I don't. I'm going to Fireball his face, because if I, of course, Fireball this, it enrages it. If it's enraged, it'll have Wind Fury and +1 attack, meaning it can attack twice on his turn if it has Wind Fury. And the +1 attack, so it's basically a 4-2 if I do that. So, well, no, it's an 8-2 because it can attack twice. So, not gonna enrage that guy. No. All right, this is really unfortunate. Ironforge Rifleman is going to enrage him because of the 1 damage. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is just not strong enough to kill it. So, unfortunately, I'm going to just have to Fireball his face again this turn and pray that we get a good draft, because I've lost twice, and if I lose this final game, then I'm kicked out of the arena on 11 wins, and that's disappointing because I really wanted to get 12 wins. Alright, he's got a really nice start here. The play, therefore, I can play the Water Elemental. It's probably going to be the thing that I do, because it will survive both of them. The other options are to Spell Break the Raging Worgen, but it still just dies straight up because it only has 3 health, so it dies to either of those. The Water Elemental is clearly the play here. Luckily, I held on to such a strong 4. It's possibly one of the best 4-drops in the game, and Mage, obviously it's a Mage-specific card, so that's not too bad. But here I would expect him to have some sort of removal in his hand, maybe Claw, which would do 2 damage, and then use the Dark Iron Dwarf. No, 2 damage there, fair enough, and then, yeah, with the 4. Alright, that was not bad at all. So yeah, he did have 2 damage removal here. Alright then, that's frozen due to the frost. It attacked the Water Elemental, so it can't attack. I don't need to worry about that as much this turn. I do, however, still need to deal with a Raging Worgen. I think the play is... I don't have any 5-drop specifically, but I could play a 3, or I do have a 5-drop. Venture Mercenary would do reasonably well here. The other option is Ironforge Rifleman. No, because that would enrage the Worgen, since it only has 2 attacks, so he'd just attack the Ironforge Rifleman, then it would be enraged. Razor Fen Hunter, not good, does the same thing there. Flesh Eating Ghoul, same thing. I think the play is actually to play Venture Mercenary, which of course is the strongest 5-drop in the game. Except for the card text, your minions cost 3 more. Until it dies, my minions cost 3 more, so the thing is, though, he's likely to deal with it on this turn, so that's not going to hurt me as much as it might sound. because it's so scary. He's going to be like, I'm going to kill that right now. The best thing against Adventure Co is, like, you see that guy's frozen. He can't attack. So if you are a mage or you have a way to freeze Adventure Co mercenary, do it, because then, you know, they can't use it on their turn, so they're not getting any value out of it, and their minions cost 3 more still because it's not dead. Alright, what do I expect him to do? He's probably trying to find a way to kill the Adventure Co mercenary. Of course, he's got 3 for 5 damage on the field, but he probably doesn't want to sacrifice 2 minions for it. He played Novice Engineer, which of course is a 1-1, but Battlecry draw a card, so he's fishing for answers, perhaps. If he has Swipe, that would deal with it, but I don't know if he... Very liberal use of Swipe. Swipe does 4 damage to 1 minion and 1 damage to every other minion. So it's best used when your opponent has a board of minions. Alright, he's gonna Abusive Sergeant on his Keeper of the Grove, which gives it 2 extra attack. Giving the Keeper of the Grove 4 attack, and then the remaining 3 damage on it came from, of course, his Raging Worgen, which I have now dealt with. Alright then, I think the play here is definitely Blizzard. Because, wait, I could play this guy, do 1 damage to him. And I could... because I could spell... No, well, Blizzard, which deals with his board, except for the except for the Questing Adventurer. Now, this thing is scary, because whenever you play a card, gain +1/1, and since it's survived the turn that he played it, he's now just going to play a bunch of cards and buff his health up, and it's very hard to deal with. So I've got to find a way to deal with that. Been a rough game so far, but I've got a nice amount of cards in my hand. I think I can deal with it, because I've got Silence in my hand. Battlecry Silence a minion. That will delete the card text, and this will drop back down to a 2/2, so that's fine. We're probably going to do that. But then I have another 3 mana to spend, but the question is, what do I spend it on? I could play Iron Forge Rifleman. That was fine. It would do 1 damage, but there's nothing on the board that I would really want to do 1 damage to. In particular, Flesh Eating Ghoul is best played when you're about to make a bunch of trades. So, you know, if you can sacrifice some of your minions into his minions and, you know, play this before you do it, that will gain +1 attack for each minion which dies. So, not a good play here. This guy would be a 2/3 and a 1/1. That's the pizza. It's ready. So I better go and stop my pizza from burning after this game. I might just run down the stairs and turn the oven off once I've made my play. But I think, yeah, we're going to silence this guy. And then I can hero power. Oh god, now I need to decide. Okay, the play therefore, if I play this guy, none of his stuff can kill it. That works. But same with this guy, except he doesn't waste the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and I get a 1/1. So that's a better play. And I'm now going to run down the stairs and turn the oven off. Ah, shit, it's my turn. I went a step further and actually got the pizza out of the oven and put it on a plate. I don't know how much time has passed, so got to think quickly here. Okay, Stormwind Champion is viable because it's a solid 6/6. I don't get the text bonus though because there's nothing on the board. But, of course, the things I play will then get the bonus. So the other player is Fireball, something which seems like overkill. Yeah, I think the play is to play Stormwind Champion. But we've got a really solid few turns coming up due to the legendaries in my hand. What did he even do? Killed my Razorfen Hunter, by the looks of it, with his Gnomish Inventor. And then the 1/1 boar, he probably hero powered. No, he attacked me. What happened to the 1/1 boar? It doesn't matter. Oh god, I have to deal with an ogre. And he's going to go right for my face. I was hoping he would kill the Stormwind Champion because it's going to tank some damage. But now I'm on 6. I've got legendaries in my hand though, but that doesn't help. I can reduce his damage by playing... Oh god, this is tough. Okay, if I... Basically, I need to kill the ogre because he has lethal on the board. I can kill the ogre by sending the 6/6 into it and then hero powering it, leaving me with 7 mana to spend. Nothing in my hand is decent at 7 mana. Therefore, the play is probably going to be... I'm going to have to fireball this. But before I do that, we'll play the ghoul. Kill this. Hero power it. Like so. And then I'm going to have to reduce his DPS by killing something. I think we will kill the Questing Adventurer. because if he can bring it back to his hand using perhaps a youthful or ancient brewmaster, he could then play it again, and it's going to be quite scary. No, he's just going to attack me and swipe for the finish. As you can see in my hand, if I had more health and perhaps could survive, you know, 3 or 4 more turns, I'd have been fine. But that early start was so bad. I got absolutely... That was a really bad draw at the beginning. Oh, a reward. I leveled up enough to get golden. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that early start was, if I had minions to play, like my 2-drops, there are like 2-cost minions in this deck. If I had them, then, oh, that could have been so much better. But unfortunately, that is the way that it went. 11 wins, 3 losses. That's still crazy, though. I've never done that before. But yeah, yeah, I think I've improved a bit, though. I'm definitely consistently getting more wins than I was before, but we'll see what we get as a reward. Of course, it costs 150 gold to play this arena mode. You can just play normal mode, but I like the arena because you draft random cards. You see, I have 220 coins in my pouch, so I can easily play another arena run. But naturalize, golden naturalize. Okay, that'll disenchant for a decent amount of arcane dust, which I can then craft cards I need out of or want. A pack of cards, that's good. 200 gold, that's like an arena run and a bit more. And another 70. Cool, alright. I got plenty of... Right, let's open this pack up. What do we get? 2 rares, not bad. 1 pack, 2 rares. Both of these. Mana Addict is Mana Baddict. It's so terrible. Starfall is good, which I have already, I believe, 2 of. And I've got all of those as well. But that's fine. I'm going to disenchant them now. Wow. Okay, let's disenchant. And where's that naturalize, which I don't need? Let's get rid of that. I could actually buy a legendary right now. There's one I really, really want. It's called Ragnaros. And he's going to work so well in my deck. Shall I make it? I really want it. This is a card I want so much. Wow. The animations in this game are crazy. Do you know the amount of time I spent saving up dust, and I've just spent it all on this. But I now have Ragnaros. Fight fire, be purged. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This is the most successful arena run I've ever done, and I didn't record the other games. I just thought, you know, this is the last one, I'm going to record it. But for those of you who have been enjoying the Hearthstone whilst I've been on holiday, there we are. Of course, focusing primarily on the Age of Empires 3 at the moment. But I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.